So Ryan Day talked about the importance for the Buckeyes winning up front, both sides of the ball.
Well, that's how you control the game on both sides of the ball. So that's something that has to be done. And you just look historically that's how you win the game. But that's not the only thing. There's a lot that comes with it. And so like every game we go into, we'll work hard to do what we think best helps us win the game. But yeah, the team who runs the ball and the team who stops the run is going to win the game.
And Steve, what are you paying attention to early? You mentioned, the injury to McLaughlin. Buckeyes are beat up on the offensive line. They found a way to beat Indiana, a pretty good Indiana team. But what are you paying attention to early?
Yeah, for starters, Ryan Day's right. I think 10 of the last 11, or maybe it's 11 straight years, who's ever run the rushing battle has ended up winning this game. So it is going to be up front. Obviously, Ohio State started the year with an offensive line from left to right of Josh Simmons, Donovan Jackson, Seth McLaughlin, the Alabama transfer, Tegra Shabola, and Josh Fryer. And then Joshua Simmons, who's in his second year here, started his career at San Diego State. He gets hurt halfway through the Oregon game. And so you throw out Zen Maholski, who's been developing the background, a fourth year guy here on the roster. He's your starting tackle heading into the Nebraska game. He didn't look great even before he got hurt, but then he suffers an injury that knocks him out for an extended period of time. And so now what you have is you've got your 3 year starting left guard playing left tackle. You've got your starting center from 2023, who's now your backup center playing left guard. And you've got Seth McLaughlin, Tegra Shabola, and Josh Fryer, and you thought you'd figure some things out. And then 3 days before the Indiana game, Seth McLaughlin suffers a Achilles injury that takes him out for the year. So now here's what you got. Your left guard is your left tackle. You've got a second year guard who started the first two games of the season, is now playing in his fourth start in Austin Sarabot at left guard. Carson Hinson's back at center. While the right side, they just keep escaping all this stuff. Tegra Shabola and Josh Fryer are still over there. So we've seen the makeshift offensive line. It worked against Penn State. It worked against Indiana. And now can it work in this game? Though unlike the Indiana and Penn State game, the questions aren't going to be on the edge. It's not going to be about, hey, can Josh Fryer and Donovan Jackson slow down some Indiana defensive ends or Penn State's Abdul Carter. It's going to be on the interior with Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant, two guys who I think have first round potential, especially Mason Graham going up against a Tegra Shabola who's playing in the game for the first time, even though he's been in the program for 3 years and making his 12 start. Excuse me, not Seth McLaughlin. Carson Hinson's at least played in this game before, so he has a little bit of experience, but he's been playing left guard for the past month. And then Austin Saravel, he's in his second year here, but this is only his fourth start. And really before this year, he had no snaps. And so he's going through this for the first time. So can Ohio State find a way to overcome its makeshift offensive line once again? Can Chip Kelly and Ryan Day scheme up some things so that's not a problem, even if it's not 100% a plus for you on Saturday?